If you've ever seen a picture of Rio de Janeiro, you've undoubtedly seen this iconic image, a colossal statue of Jesus Christ, arms outstretched, watching over the city from the peak of a mountain. This is Christ the Redeemer, or Cristo Redentor in Portuguese. It's one of the new 7 wonders of the world, a symbol of Brazil, and a global icon of peace. But have you ever wondered how this magnificent monument came to be? How did they build such a massive structure on top of a 700-meter-high mountain over 90 years ago? Well, today, we're diving deep into the incredible story behind the creation of Christ the Redeemer. It's a tale of faith, ambition, engineering, genius, and the spirit of a nation. So, get comfortable, and let's journey back in time to the bustling city of Rio in the early 20th century. The idea for a grand religious monument in Rio wasn't entirely new. In the 1850s, a local priest named Pedro Maria Bosch first suggested placing a Christian monument on Mount Corcovado to honor Princess Isabel, the regent of Brazil at the time. He even requested funding, but the project never got off the ground. The idea lay dormant for decades as Brazil transitioned from an empire to a republic, with laws mandating the separation of church and state. It seemed the dream of a mountaintop monument was all but forgotten. But then came the 1920s. After World War I, there was a growing concern among some in the Catholic community in Rio, a feeling they described as an increasing godlessness in society. They felt the nation needed a powerful symbol to reaffirm its Christian faith. The Catholic Circle of Rio decided to take action. They organized an event called Semana do Monumento, or Monument Week, to attract donations and revive the idea of the statue. The response was overwhelming. People from all walks of life, from the wealthiest citizens to the most humble, contributed to the cause. This wasn't just a project funded by the church or the government. It was a project funded by the people of Brazil. This grassroots support is a crucial part of the statue's identity. It was built not just for the people, but by the people. With the funds secured, the next big question was, what should this monument look like? Several designs were proposed. One idea was a large Christian cross. Another, by artist Carlos Oswald, depicted Jesus holding a globe and standing on a pedestal symbolizing the world. However, the design that ultimately captured everyone's imagination was one of Jesus Christ with his arms wide open. This powerful gesture symbolized both a welcoming embrace and a blessing over the city, the nation, and the world. It was a message of peace and reconciliation. The project was now in the hands of a Brazilian engineer named Janeiro da Silva Costa. He was chosen to oversee this monumental undertaking, but he knew he couldn't do it alone. Building a statue of this scale, especially with the Art Deco style that was popular at the time, required specialized expertise. The initial sketches were just a starting point. To bring the vision to life, Da Silva Costa traveled to Europe in search of a collaborator. He found the perfect partner in the renowned French Polish sculptor Paul Landowski, while Da Silva Costa was the architect of the project. Landowski was the master artist who would shape the statue's form. Working in his studio in France, Landowski created a 30-meter-tall clay model of the statue, sculpting the head and hands in immense detail. Once the model was complete, it was shipped to Brazil in numerous pieces. Think about that for a second, a giant clay statue, disassembled and sent across the Atlantic Ocean. But there was still a huge engineering challenge to overcome. Clay and plaster were unsuitable for a statue that needed to withstand the harsh mountaintop weather of Corcovado. With its strong winds and heavy rain, the material had to be durable, yet elegant. Da Silva Costa found his solution in a revolutionary material for the time: reinforced concrete. He rightly believed it was the material of the future, but he didn't want a dull, grey concrete statue. He wanted it to be beautiful. During his trips to Europe, he was inspired by a fountain on the Champs-Élysées in Paris that was covered in a mosaic of small tiles. This gave him a brilliant idea. He decided to cover the entire surface of the statue with a mosaic of soapstone tiles. Soapstone was a fantastic choice. It's soft and easy to carve, but it's also incredibly resistant to extreme weather and doesn't change color over time. Volunteers, many of them women from the local community, gathered to help. They would write messages of hope, prayers, or the names of their loved ones on the back of the millions of small, triangular soapstone tiles before they were applied to the statue. So, hidden beneath that beautiful exterior is a mosaic of personal messages, making the monument even more special. Now, for the most difficult part, construction. How do you get thousands of tons of steel, cement, soapstone, and equipment up a steep, 700-meter-high mountain? Luckily, there was already a small cogwheel railway line leading up to the summit of Corcovado, which was used to take tourists to the top for the view. This railway became the lifeline of the project. For years, the little train tirelessly transported all the necessary materials and workers up and down the mountain. It was a slow and painstaking process. At the summit, workers built a massive scaffold of steel and wood, which grew taller and more complex as the statue took shape. The conditions were tough. They were working at a great height, exposed to the elements, with very basic safety equipment compared to today's standards. It's a testament to their skill and bravery that the entire construction was completed without any fatalities. The construction took 9 years, from 1922 to 1931. Piece by piece, the reinforced concrete skeleton was poured. The sculpted head and hands, which arrived from France, were meticulously positioned. And finally, the entire surface was painstakingly covered with over 6 million soapstone tiles. Can you imagine the excitement in Rio as the statue slowly came into view, no longer hidden by scaffolding? On October 12, 1931, the day of Our Lady of Aparecida, the patron saint of Brazil, Christ the Redeemer was officially inaugurated. It was a massive celebration. The plan was for the statuette's new lighting system to be switched on remotely by the famous inventor Guglielmo Marconi from his yacht in Naples, Italy. However, due to bad weather, the signal didn't get through, and the lights had to be activated manually on site. But that small hiccup didn't dampen the spirits. The statue was finally complete, a beacon of faith and hope overlooking Rio de Janeiro. Over the decades, Christ the Redeemer has become so much more than just a religious monument. It's a cultural landmark, a tourist destination that attracts millions of visitors each year, and a constant presence in the lives of the Cariocas, the residents of Rio. It has survived lightning strikes. One, in 2014, famously damaged a fingertip hand, has undergone several restorations to keep it in pristine condition. In 2007, it was officially named one of the new 7 wonders of the world, cementing its place as a global icon. Its image is recognized instantly, everywhere. The statue's open arms continue to send a powerful message. It's a message of peace, of welcome, and of a love that embraces all of humanity. It watches over the vibrant city below, from the famous beaches of Copacabana and Ipanema to the sprawling favelas, a silent guardian for all. So, the next time you see a photo of Christ the Redeemer, I hope you'll remember the incredible story behind it. It's not just a statue, it's a marvel of engineering, a work of art, a symbol of faith, and a monument built by the hands and hearts of a nation. It's a testament to what people can achieve when they come together with a shared vision. What an amazing journey, right? From a priest's dream in the 19th century to a global icon of the 21st. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of the history of Christ the Redeemer. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories behind the world's greatest wonders. Let me know in the comments what other iconic landmarks you'd like to learn about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.